Good morning. All right. So I have seen a lot of coaches in the month of June saying, I'm struggling. How do I get through this? I'm trying. I'm doing personal development. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about my story and the struggles that I had in the first couple years as a coach. So if you are new to my YouTube channel, I've been a coach for a little over 4 years. And somehow, no idea how, I've been a top coach for the past 3 years, and going on my fourth year this year. So when I got started as a coach, I was working full time. I had a full time job in the financial industry. I was training for an Ironman. I was busy. And I think me being busy actually helped me because I only had so many hours, a couple hours each day to build my business. And I had to be super efficient with those vital behaviors. I couldn't worry about what other people were doing or not doing. I had goals that I had to reach. I had non-negotiable goals that I had to reach each month. And if I hit those goals in the first week, then I pushed harder. So I know that as you grow into diamond and star diamond, leadership seems really cool. Earning $8,000 to $10,000 a week seems really awesome, but there are a lot of struggles that come with getting to that point. And one of those things is you will come across a lot of anchors. What do I mean by that? You will come across coaches that you sign up on your team who say they have big goals and dreams and they do nothing. Or they decide to build their business full force ahead for the first month, 2 months, 3 months, and then they disappear. I have probably had, I actually wrote it down just the other day, so let me look at my notes here. I have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 coaches that were diamond and are no longer and are not even doing anything to get back there. I also have 1, 2, 3 of those 11 diamond coaches that were and are no longer that are no longer on the team. So that's 11 people that were diamond, that were successful, that aren't doing anything. And 3 of those aren't even on the team anymore. They quit. At the same time, I am 1 coach away from 9-star diamond qualifying in my first business center. I'm 4-star diamond qualifying in my second business center. And I'm 1-star in my third business center. And I actually had 2 of those coaches that were diamond this year. I've had 9 coaches go diamond. 2 of them have already fallen out and really aren't pushing to get back there. And if they did, I would be 5-star qualifying in my second business center and 2-star qualifying in my third business center. So it looks really cool when I'm like, yeah, I'm 9-star qualifying, 4-star qualifying, I'm a 1-star diamond. But look at what I could be. I mean, there are 11 coaches that aren't anymore. So that would be, probably 15-star diamond, and 7 or 8-star diamond and 4-star diamond, and I'm not there because I had people that got there who weren't committed to their business. Maybe they didn't see the vision. Maybe they had fear and doubt. Maybe they were just lazy. I don't know the reasons, but they're not diamond coaches and they're not building their business. And I could choose to focus on that. I could allow those anchors to pull me down. So think of it this way. You're on a boat and you throw the anchor over and you're holding on to the rope of the anchor. That boat is moving forward. Like I always say, I'm moving full speed ahead. Like, are you with me or are you not? And if you're a leader that's trying to hold on to that anchor, eventually that anchor is just going to pull you overboard. And I'm going to keep moving forward in my boat. So it's really a hard thing because as coaches, we want to help people. We want people to succeed. We know what fitness has done for us. We know that it's given us a can-do attitude. We know that it's created more energy and help us build confidence and belief in ourselves. We know that the coach opportunity has created income and freedom that we never imagined. And our income is a direct reflection of the lives being changed. That's awesome. When you say, I earn 6 figures, I earn 6 figures in the fitness industry, helping other people. My income is a direct reflection of those lives that are being changed. That's super awesome. But with that, you are going to have people quit. I have people all the time say to me, well, Christy, I don't know if I want to become a coach, because how often do people quit? People quit a lot. Think of a personal trainer. Do you think their first year in the business, the clients they have in their 5th year? No, there's turnover. It's just like a restaurant. If you have those regulars that come in every morning, all of a sudden those few regulars that come in, they move, but you start getting new regulars. That's how it works. It's a business. People are going to quit. People are going to be lazy. People are going to not follow through with what they say they're going to do. Don't be one of those people. That's how you get to become a leader. That's how you get to become successful. That's how you get to earn 6 figures. Don't be like everyone else. Don't be lazy. And when you have those anchors that are pulling you down, let go. Let go of that rope. Keep moving forward with your boat. When I have those anchors, and let me tell you, it is hard and frustrating for me too. The first couple years, I just didn't get it. Like, I don't get, like, I'm leading by example. Why don't they get it? Why don't they want this? And I can't make them want this. You've probably heard this saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You can lead the way, but not everybody's going to follow you. But you're not trying to get everyone to follow you. You're trying to give hope and inspiration to those that want to change, to those that want more, to those that are willing to do the work to make those changes in their life. Everyone else, you can't make them drink. So when I have those anchors, and it happens to me too, sometimes I fall into bad habits and I start focusing on the anchors again, and I'm trying to pull them, and I'm like, nope, let go of that rope, focus ahead, drive that boat. I got to drive fast. I have big goals. I want to achieve those. So what really works for me is when I have those anchors start pulling me down, I sit down and I focus on what my goals are going to be, what my non-negotiable goals, and I dream bigger. Okay, these have been my non-negotiable goals and I've been hitting them, then I'm not pushing hard enough. If those are easy for me to achieve, I need to push harder. So that's what I do. And I focus on what I do have in my business. And the coach that inspired this video, she is a 2-star diamond. She just opened her second business center. And her second business center is on her weak leg. Awesome. Her power leg is huge because she signed up with me and we have a huge power leg. And so what that means is she has her second business center on her weak leg. Anytime she builds that, she's creating income for herself. And I'm going to share this next portion with you because a lot of coaches don't talk about the struggles that they have. You see all the successes that they have. I got to 2-star diamond in the same way that my coach did, where I had my spouse and then one other coach get to diamond. And that's how I got 2-star. And that coach fell out, just like the coach I'm speaking about. Her coach did the same thing, fell out of diamond. So now she's a 1-star diamond, but she has that second business center. And she has her husband on the power leg and her second business center on the weak leg, so she can control her 2-star. And that's what I did. When I got to 2-star, I had my husband in my second business center when I was a solid 2-star. I was earning 6 figures as a coach, controlling all of my diamonds. I did not have any personally sponsored coaches that were diamond that were not my own businesses. That doesn't sound so cool. Maybe I just sucked as a leader and I had a lot to grow into, but I was able to build my husband, boyfriend at the time, my first business center and my second business center, and the income from those 3 businesses, I was earning 6 figures. That's awesome. So I understand that the anchors really hurt. They kind of hurt your heart. And sometimes I have to go back and say, Christy, just let them go. Focus on the people who want this. Focus on bigger goals for yourself. So when I start focusing on those anchors, I have to refocus my mindset. I have to sit down and say, okay, what big goals am I going to push for? And I'm going to run with those goals. Even if nobody's going to run with me, I'm going to run, and I'm going to do it on my own until I find those who want to run with me. And am I there to help those if they want to start running? Yes. And sometimes it takes people 2 years. I have a coach, she just ranked up to diamond, and she was almost to diamond 2 years ago and put the business on the back burner. And did that hurt? Yes, it did. It hurt. It really hurt. But it wasn't anything personal against me. It was things that she was going through. And so I just kept running. I don't have time to wait until her personal stuff and she gets through that. I'm running. I have goals. I have control of me. So that's what you have to do. You have to control yourself. You have to control your mindset and do what you can. And so that's what I did. I kept running, even though she stopped. I kept running. So then when she did jump back on, I had all these training videos for her to jump on and learn from. And she went to diamond in one of my trainings in 6 weeks' time. 2 years of doing nothing, but in 6 weeks, she went diamond because she followed what I was doing for those 2 years. That built belief and confidence in our team and what we were doing. And when she came back, she was ready to run. But had I stopped running because she did, I wouldn't be where I am today. So you have to let go of that rope. You have to let go of those anchors and keep pushing forward. Help those that want your help. I always feel like things like I'm successful, but I always feel like things come a little bit harder for me. I have to work harder or maybe work more hours, or it takes longer for something to click, and that's okay. And maybe it just took longer for me to become a better leader and to have it where I wasn't controlling all my diamond coaches. But even if that was the case, I did what I knew how to do, and that was to help those that wanted help, whether their goal was just maybe $100 a week, or their goal was just to be an Emerald coach and earn customer leads and pay for their Shakeology, or maybe their goal was to earn $1,000 a month, but diamond wasn't their goal, and that's okay. That's okay. Not everybody wants to be a diamond coach, but I knew, because I went through and figured out the math, that by controlling my husband and my second business center and myself, that I could earn 6 figures. I actually was earning 6 figures as a 1-star diamond coach. So if you're at this point right now where you're frustrated, you're like, oh, these people are ranking up to 5-star and 10-star and 15-star and they're all surpassing you, don't compare yourself. Everybody has their different struggles and their different journey. And I did. I mean, I ranked up. Here's a good story for you. First, it's a 6-week qualification to rank up to Star Diamond. And I was a 5-star diamond qualifying for 5 weeks and 6 days. And on the 7th day, that 6th week of qualification, I was getting on a plane, and then I was in between flights running from one plane to the next, and I checked my Coach Online office, and somebody had gone inactive on that Wednesday, the last day of that 6-week qualification, and I lost the quarterly bonus, the 5-star quarterly bonus. So I ranked back to 4-star. And I had just left my job. I needed that 5-star quarterly bonus because I had cut my pay in half by leaving my full-time job. I was earning, at that point, $50,000 with my full-time job and $50,000 with Beachbody. So by leaving that full-time job because I was only putting part-time effort into Beachbody so that I could put full-time effort into it, I was also giving myself a 50% pay cut. So when I lost that 5-star bonus, I was like devastated. I was crying on the floor. Paul was like, it's going to be okay. You're going to be okay. It's not the end of the world. And it took me another year to get back to 5-star. I didn't have the strong, solid team. But that's not to say that I didn't have success. In the next 3 months, I worked my butt off. So when I came to a point that was so frustrating and I was crying and I felt like a total failure, I pushed harder. And in 3 months' time, I replaced my income from my full-time job. So I went from earning $50,000 with Beachbody to over 6 figures. And well, yeah, no. At that point, I was only 1 star. It was a year later. But now I'm getting like it all confused. But I I lost. Like I was 5 star and lost it. I never ranked up. And after I lost it, I dropped back down to 2 star because I controlled those 2 diamonds. So did I feel like an awful failure? I did. Well, all these people were ranking up faster than me, and I was almost 5 star. It took me another year to get to 5 star. And then I sat at 5 star, I think, after it took me a year to get there, after being there and losing it, it took me another year before I even rank advanced again. Like, goodness gracious, I suck. I suck royally as a leader. But I will continue to lead by example and continue to figure out the way and continue to share with my team what is working for me, what isn't working for me, and bring them along with me. If they want to run, we'll figure this out together. I will get to 15 star. I don't know if it'll be in the next year. I'm pushing for it, but it might be another 2 years. It might be 3 years. My journey might not be as fast as I want it, but I will get there because that's my goal. That's my vision. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to take my team. So don't allow those anchors to stop you. You're still going to get where you want to go. You still have control over your action. Okay. Hope that helps you. Comment below and let me know if you have any questions. Maybe you're struggling with things that I talked about right now, and how are you going to overcome those? Write those below, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.